What's up, internet people? Welcome back to another Project Like video. This time we're going to be talking about the 9 things that I think that are top mods for the S550 Mustang. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is going to be the black painted roof, either painted or vinyl wrapped. I think that that's something that should have come on these cars from the factory. I think every one of these cars should have a black roof on it. It looks so sleek and so much better with a black roof, and it looks good in any color. I had a magnetic colored 2016 GT, and that was on my list to do. And now with my 17 GT in lightning blue, I've got it wrapped black, and I'm also going to do the hood vents and gloss black as well. And it looks so much better. I don't know why Ford just didn't put that on there from the factory. And I know it's an option, and you can add it on there, but isn't it like $800 for them to paint the roof black? Like, give me a break. For $400 or $500, I can go to a body shop and get it painted. And for $30, I bought the 3M wrap vinyl and vinyl wrapped the roof myself for $30. So, really doesn't make sense not to do it. So the next thing on the list is going to be exhaust for sure. It's a must-have mod for any Mustang, not just the GT, to put exhaust on the car. It's like one of the first things that you want to do. Sound makes the car, and everybody likes it to be a little louder, have a different tone. So there's a plethora of different exhaust out there that you can choose from. You can do axle back, you can do cat back, you can do full exhaust. Mac has a sort of cat deletes out. You can do long tube headers, but most people start off with a simple axle back, and most of them are really easy to install. The sound that I prefer is going to be from the 2011, 2012 GT500, and even 13 and 14s had the quad tip, but I didn't want to deal with messing around with my valence, so that's what I put on mine. Was the 2012 model GT500 axle bags. I figure if they're good for 500 and some odd power on the GT500, they'll be great on my S550 GT. So I'll go ahead and post a link somewhere up in here, a little thing to pop up to link it to the video of that install, and then sound clips after I had installed the H-pipe, because I went with a Heartthrob H-pipe, and those axle bags love the sound. Sounds great. So there'll be a link somewhere in here. So the next thing that I want to talk to you about is going to be the clear bra option. I was totally against this on my last car. I had the whole car ceramic coated. Then, for a matter of fact, the last 2 cars I had them ceramic coated, and I still got rock chips because the ceramic coating does not protect against rock chips. It helps, but not very much. And I just didn't know the advancements in clear bra technology. And what I have on my current 17 GT is a SunTech clear bra, and I can already tell on a trip that I had taken shortly after getting that clear bra installed, we see the little spots where rocks have hit the front bumper, and there was nothing there. It's a self-healing clear bra, and any little rock dings and chips that would have been in your bumper, when it hits this clear bra, it goes away with heat. If the heat of the day doesn't flatten the clear bra back out, the heat from a hair dryer or a heat gun or something like that will flatten it back out, and it's self-healing. A clear bra is a must-have. The paint on the front of these cars are really soft, and for whatever reason, it gets a lot of rock chips on these Mustangs. So clear bra is really up there on my list of things, and I went ahead and got that as soon as possible to protect my investment. Okay, we're entering into some good stuff here. Next one I want to talk to you about is the BG fluid swap for the transmission, and this is going to go just for manual transmission, the MT82. And for those of you that have the manual transmission, I'm going to say 98% of you know exactly what I'm talking about. The BG fluid swap makes more difference in the way the shift feels in the transmission with these manual transmission MT82 cars than what a simple fluid change should make. Like, I would have never thought that just changing some fluid out would make a difference in how it shifted, but I bit the bullet on about 2 cars ago in my 2011 that I had, and finally, after trying all kind of other fluids in the car, I bit the bullet and bought the BG fluid for $80-something and changed it, and it was miraculous. I couldn't believe I had Amsoil fluid in, and I changed it out for BG, and yes, BG felt better to me than what the Amsoil did. And I tried Royal Purple, and I tried a couple of Redline fluids. I tried the Pennzoil fluid. I tried the mixture of the 2 Amsoils. That's what I had in it before. And nothing felt as good and as smooth as the BG fluid swap. I also did a video on that, and I'll link you a linky do somewhere up here. I'll post a card that's going to pop in from one side or the other. That you, if you want to see that video, you can see that as well. So after you do the fluid swap, I would recommend a shifter. Okay, I've had Barton and I've had MGW in an S550 platform, and in my 2011 I had a Barton in. The Barton is a great shifter. I'm not knocking them. The only real difference that I could say is that the Barton is quieter than the factory shifter. It is quiet. It has almost no vibration, and I haven't had a hybrid, one of the hybrid 3 new shifters that they had, but I had their older version of the Barton replacement shifter for the S550, and it was no vibration. I mean, no noise came through it. It was quiet, better than stock. Shift feel was pretty tight on it. It felt great. It improved shift quality. When I went to the MGW, however, it felt solid. I mean, I felt like I could rip the whole back half of the transmission off with the shifter. There was no squish at all. And I think some of the squish that you get with the Barton shifter is because of the pull-up reverse lockout that's on that shifter. But the MGW had no, I mean, it just felt solid. Now, I don't have any other, like a bolt-action rifle. I mean, I had to jump on the MGW bandwagon. So that's the next mod, absolute, that I would do after the fluid change, was get a shifter if I had a manual transmission car. And I can hear people say it now, oh, you do an auto swap, and that's the simplest thing to fix. A 6R80 swap, bro. Yeah, okay, but I like broing through the gears, so that's my preference. So fluid change in the shifter is going to be for me. The next one, some people are going to think it's a BS mod, but window tint. I don't know where some of you people live where window tint's not important, but it's hot as hell here in Alabama. I feel like I'm standing on the doorsteps of the devil's den. It's hot and muggy, and I can really feel the heat coming through the window. So window tint is on my list. Must have mods. Gotta have it. Improves the look of the car, and it keeps your air conditioner working. For whatever reason, it has a hard time keeping the car cool. I got to set my thermostat in my car, my climate control in my car on like 66 to keep it cool, and I can just feel the heat blasting through the windshield and the side windows of the car. And window tint, my last S550 car, I had window tint in the first week. I went ahead and put it on, and I didn't have those problems. The car felt nice and cool. I could keep my climate control on like 70, and it was fine. But on this one, no window tint. Oh my God. I mean, I feel like I'm baking alive in the car. So I don't know what state. I mean, I guess if you lived up north, you wouldn't have to worry about that as much. But down here in the south, window tint's on the list. Next thing is going to be some sort of wheel hop eliminator or reducing kit. Whether you go with Steeda or BMR, both of them are great. I'd recommend either one of them. I use BMR stuff. I really believe in the lower control arm bearing. I know a lot of people that have the Stop the Hop kit from Steeda, and they're still experiencing a bunch of hop, and they plan on getting the lower control arm bearing from BMR. BMR has a cheaper option that's closer to the one that Steeda makes as far as the bearing size. That would be great for anybody that daily drives it. I mean, as long as you're not going to put a set of 10-inch slicks or something on the back of the car, you know, a drag setup, and hit it at the track every weekend, the standard bearing that BMR offers now is going to be fine. So either manufacturer that you choose, Steeda, BMR, both of them are great, but you're going to need something to limit wheel hop, because it's pretty bad on these S550s. I mean, it's violent. You know what I'm talking about. Next thing, most bang for your buck, the tune. The tune on these cars, you may not gain, you know, but 35, 40 horsepower peak. Let's just say that as an average number, okay? 30, 40 horsepower, something like that, peak horsepower. But the power you gain throughout the RPM band is going to make it feel like a different car. I mean, it's not going to feel the same. It makes a big difference with the tune on these cars, as long as you go with a credible tuner. I myself use Lund Racing tunes. I loved it. E85 on these cars makes a big difference. On my 16, I had the flex fuel tune from Lund, and I know it's expensive now, but when I had it on the car, it was amazing. The difference that I felt going from 93 octane to the E85, it was, I mean, it felt a lot different. So The tune on these cars unlocks a lot of power all throughout the RPM band. You get a lot more roll-on power if you're just on the interstate, let's say in fourth gear, you know, just took off from a red light or something, and you roll on it in fourth gear. You just feel the power put you back instead of, I don't know, let's say now the car factory feels like almost like VTEC or something in a freaking Honda. It starts pulling, and then all of a sudden at a certain RPM, the timing and all changes. It really opens up and starts to pull. Well, when you get a tune, it really levels that out and it gives you that power throughout the whole RPM band. So a tune is a must-have thing on these cars. Next mod is going to be an intake. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're not gonna gain no more power from an intake. You lose power. Intake is on the list. It adds sound to the car. I can delete the sound tube and it gives me the good throaty, you know, more throatier sound that I'm looking for out of the intake when I gas on it. All right, so, and it increases the looks of the engine bay. Some of these intakes really look nice. You're doing it for not as much for power, because I understand, like now I got the Roush intake. I don't have a tune yet. I understand that. I probably didn't gain any power by adding that intake. But I didn't add the intake simply for power. If I pick up a few ponies, great. But if not, I don't care, because I plan on getting a tune later, and that's where I'm going to pick up my horsepower from, is the tune. I'm not worried about trying to gain 15 horsepower out of intake. You know, I have reasonable expectations of things, and I don't find that to be reasonable. So the intake to me is for sound and for look, and if you think differently, then you just think differently. All right, that's going to bring us to a close on another video. Thanks everybody again for watching. I really appreciate the ones that do actually watch my videos. Go ahead and pop that thumbs up and like my video if you liked it. You can check out my Facebook page as facebook.com/Project Lightning on Facebook, and on Instagram at Project Lightning 1. I'll probably put that on the screen here somewhere for you guys. But anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time,